companies or customers that say or have the approach, I want to make sure I'm in good hands, so I'll go with a big known firm to do my implementation. What do you think of that approach?
Yeah, it's like that old saying from the 80s or whenever it originated, right? Nobody ever got fired for buying blue. Like buying IBM would be the safe bet
Yeah,
back then when you needed computers.
yeah,
And while that may still be true to some degree, it's also a sign of playing safe bets rather than looking at the investment and be a good steward of the company's money. We have a client that pulled in a large accounting slash consulting firm. I think Big Four, or at least right below that, in addition to a Salesforce implementation firm and a D365 technical consulting firm that both ran pure agile,
yeah.
but which definitely can be a sinkhole in its own right if not managed properly. And before they knew what was going on, they were spending $2 million per month with nothing to show for it.
2 million.
Um, 2 million, yeah. I'm gonna mention the company because it's not the company's fault. It's just the way that it was mismanaged, right? We didn't want to squeeze out the others, but the spend was ridiculous. Right? So we got in there and we called a moratorium, and the VP of Finance chose to then kick out the others completely. Um, we brought in somebody else to assist with the implementation also. They had been trying to implement D365 F&O since 2017, so it took them roughly 6 years and close to, oh, I don't know how many millions of dollars. I don't even want to think about it. Eh? 6 months later, we took them live to the tune of less than 1 million total, or around 1 million total, or less than 5% of their previous annual budget.
And they'd been in
Uh,
flight for 6 years, did you say?
they had been in flight for six
Wow.
years at the time. But there was a lot of dynamics also inside the company
I
that,
bet.
that caused a lot of things, right? But yeah, so as a Microsoft sales director, actually, that I know, an old friend of mine told me a few years ago, Jesper, people buy from MCS, Microsoft Consulting Services, Accenture, Avanade, Pricewaterhouse, Ernst& Young, because they want an insurance policy. They're blinded by the name, and they believe that they should be big enough to handle everything. But if they don't, here comes the interesting part, at least they have somebody to sue and blame when things go wrong. A company with deep pockets. I think it's crazy. Honestly, I think that you should be a good steward with the company's money instead and choose a quality firm. And like I said, maybe multiple different firms that are specializing in what they need to specialize in.